cold approach strategy, unpatched 2025. This is my entire cold approach strategy that I've used to close over 100 dates, over 50 first dates, all as a result of cold approach, and all in under 12 months. Cool. So number one, let's get into the plan. So we need a plan to execute. What does that look like? Overall method is going to be cold approach, right? So you have the dating apps. The dating apps distract you from cold approach. We talked about that in the last video. If you're getting subpar matches from dating apps, you are going to be thinking that you're going to be going somewhere. You're like, okay, this is actually not bad. I'm getting like mid chicks, 6, 7s. It's all good. You know, I got the dating apps kind of working for me. But in reality, what it does is it masks the fact that you don't have true abundance because you can't really walk up to girls and talk to them. You have to rely on a dating app, which you're putting a lot of time into, you're putting a lot of thought into, you're thinking about it, you're checking it throughout the day, you're lying in bed, just swiping, scrolling away. So it's kind of masking the real problem. So my recommendation would be to delete it until you can do a cold approach. And if once you start doing cold approaches, re-download it and sort of use it in conjunction with cold approach, because the initial abundance that you'll get from the dating app is going to help you a lot with cold approach, because when you walk up, you'll be a lot less needy. You'll be like, all right, I'm already talking to a few girls already, I'm all good, I don't need you, and you'll be cooler that way. Cool. So next, volume. What does that look like? I do 3 approaches a day, every single day. That's it. Like, bottom line, if you do that, you can just turn the video off here. You'll probably be good if you just do 3 approaches a day, every single day, and just kind of don't worry about anything else. The inputs are truly kind of what matter. So if you can do that, you'll be good. Now I know you can't do that. So, I mean, I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm saying potentially you might not be able to do that. So what that looks like instead is you want to do as much as you can. At minimum, I would recommend 3 approaches every single time that you go out and actually do it. So every time you go to like the venue, at least do 3 approaches. Don't just do 1 and go home, because there's going to be very little data inside of your brain to work with. Your brain's not going to learn that much that way. And then when you actually just do 1 approach, it's going to most likely be like your rustiest or worst approach. And it's kind of, you might just even get blown out and then just like go home and then just be sad again. So if you're worried about volume, just do 3 approaches every time you go out. And then in terms of like weekly volume, at least as much as you can. I would recommend at least 3-4 days a week. So like 10 approaches a week should be all right. It should be enough for you to kind of work with and improve from there. Because what we're really looking for is like data to actually improve. Our brain needs repetitions of this skill in order to get better and kind of see patterns, recognize patterns, and improve on our approach. Schedule and time, so same sort of deal. So how do we do the schedule? I personally do 5 to 6 p.m. That's when all the girls are out of work. That's when, you know, the streets are the busiest. Whatever venue you're at tends to be the busiest. I'm talking day game here. It goes back to the method. We're talking day game. We're not talking night game. Day game schedule is 5, 6 p.m. Obviously, again, being the more that you can do of day game, the better you will get. But if you have a limited time, 5, 6 p.m., probably your best time anyway. Get off work, go outside, go hit the streets, go do a few approaches. Cool. Okay. And then like an overall strategy idea, I know I talked about this before, but be strategic about it. So if I know a lot of guys have this idea like, oh, I'm gonna like do an approach here and there, I'm gonna like see a hot girl like as I'm rolling around at Whole Foods or whatever. That some guys can do it, some guys can't. I can't. Like, I don't do that. If I'm at the grocery store, I'm getting my carrots and I'm getting the hell out of there. I'm not really running around talking to girls. So what I recommend is to be strategic about it. like block out time. Like what I do is I block out like 30 minutes and I just go and knock it out. So be strategic about it. In terms of timing, right, 5, 6 p.m. Venue. So the venue plan is I do malls. South Beach, I was at the outdoor mall, Lincoln Road, every single day, 6 months straight. That street, I was literally up and down there patrolling the street. So I love the outdoor malls. If you have one of those in your city, do that one, especially this time of year, spring, summer. Hit those outdoor malls. If not an outdoor mall, busy street. In New York City, in Miami, I was in Brickell sometimes. That's kind of like a little outdoor mall situation in Brickell. But in Miami, in New York City, I was in the busy streets as well. So Fifth Ave. I was around Bryant Park a lot. Honestly, any street in New York City is good. It's busy as hell over there. So the streets are a good venue. But yeah, other than that, like malls, parks, busy parks as well. If you're in New York, you got Washington Square, you got Union Square, Bryant Park. It's kind of interesting. If you like older girls, more professional girls. But yeah, figure out the venues. Make sure you get a lot of bang for your buck and that the venues are busy around the time that you're going to be there. If you're in like a smaller city or something, and it's, the weekdays aren't going to be so hot for you, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just plan it out. Get your like minimum 10 approaches a week in, essentially. So yeah, you'll be all right. Even if you're in like, I don't even know, like Idaho. I have clients in Idaho actually. So if you're in like a small town, it's okay. There's still girls out. You can talk to them. Your brain is going to learn best if it's doing these actions while sober. So be sober, don't drink, don't do drugs while you're doing this. I recommend not to. Open. Degrees of directness. So I've been getting a lot of questions about this. The degrees of directness. Think about like a homeless person. When he walks up to you and he's like, hey, do you know like what time it is? Or like, do you know where XYZ is or something? You're like, oh yeah, let me check. It's like over there. And then he's like, oh cool, like what? And then he just like, I don't know, he just like keeps talking to you a little bit, and then he's like, hey, do you have like a few bucks or something? Like I'm like kind of hungry. You're like 100 times more likely to give that guy $100 than if he straight up walked up to, to give him a few bucks, than if he walked straight up to you and was like, just held out his hand or whatever, like held out the cup. So my point there is that he took an indirect approach. Like he did not come straight at you with like, you're like, where's the money? Like, can I have money? He's like, back and forth, like he's like weaseling around a little bit, and then he's like, can I have like a few bucks? I'm pretty hungry. That's gonna work way more. Just don't compare yourself as a homeless person, but same sort of deal with women. If you walk up and you are like, you're fucking hot, like what's your number? That's like a zero. That like doesn't work. So what you want to do is like be a little bit more indirect, and you want to be like as indirect as like possible to buy yourself as much time as you can, because the less direct that you go, the more time that you buy, because the less clear your intentions are to the girl. So you can sort of like backdoor. you can go in one way, like friendly, random questions, just being polite off the street, and then it's like, oh, you actually have a nice smile, like I'm curious about you, like tell me more. So my point there is like to go as indirect as possible. Generally, if you are a beginner, I would probably start with some intent. So bare minimum, because a lot of guys will have issues expressing intent, like you're cute to a girl. So what you want to do is go direct as a beginner. The line I'll just give you is like, hey, you're cute, I wanted to meet you. Like that's the go-to beginner line. So just say that at first. But eventually you want to start working in like a little bit more indirectly. So like, so less direct than that would be like, you're kind of cute. Less direct than that would be like, I'm not sure about you. Like there's something about you. It's kind of interesting. And then less direct than that would be like, do you know what time it is? Or like, are you headed this way? Or like you have Nikes on. I've seen those before. It's like no intent. Maybe it's like some, but so yeah, degrees of directness, go less direct on the open. Okay, actually I want to talk about mindset a little bit here. So mindset on the open, you want to kind of take the pressure off if you're a beginner. So think about it just like you're giving value, like you're just providing a good experience, you're just giving good emotions to her, and there's literally nothing wrong with that. And you want to worry about rejection, not so much. So like rejection, if you do get rejected, she doesn't know who you are, right? Like you met her maybe 10, 20 seconds ago. Can someone really know who you are, and can someone really reject you entirely as a person in 10, 20 seconds? Probably not. So just keep that idea, like if someone is rude to you, or if someone does like ignore you or kind of blow you out, just it's not a reflection of you, and you just want to be like, you just want to like forgive them, be like, it's all good. They don't know who I am, and also I don't know what's going on with them. They could be having a bad day. Something could have, something bad could have happened to them legitimately, and you have really no idea. So just don't try to, don't beat yourself up so much, and just kind of remember that like it's not a true reflection of you, and rejection, it happens. It happens, but just don't take it too hard, and just know that a million different possibilities could have happened right there. Okay, and then once you get sort of like past that beginner mindset where you're like, I'm just giving value, like it's all good, I'm just like providing a better experience, I'm just giving a compliment to the girl, then you want to start being a little bit more confident in your mindset. And the way that looks like is like you want to start having positive self-talk. So read the book Psycho-Cybernetics if you haven't, by Maxwell Maltz. I pretty much make every client I work with has to read that book. So check it out, Psycho-Cybernetics. Essentially what you want to do is like start changing your identity, start changing your self-talk. So your self-talk needs to start being along the lines of like, I'm the best. Like, I'm the best option for this girl. And an exercise you can do to help sort of with this mindset is write down 10 reasons why you're the best possible option for the girl, just on a list, like logical reasons why. So you have that ammunition in your head, and when you're walking up, you're like, what the fuck? I'm like walking up to this chick, who am I to do this? You have those reasons in your head. You're like, you've already pre-planned this out and pre-decided that you are her best option. So you're like, I'm funny, I'm a good person, I'm smart, I take care of myself, I work hard. You already have all these ideas planned out in your head, and you're like, so you're ready to go, and your mindset's gonna be stronger that way. So write out 10 ideas of why you're the best. And then you wanna actually like start to talk to yourself in that way. Be like, I am the best option. Like, this girl's gonna love me. This girl's going to think I'm the coolest guy she's ever met. So start saying those things. It might sound weird to yourself at first, but start sort of saying those things. Damn, I need some water. So start getting your mindset right. And the way that you do that is you talk to yourself. And if your mind doesn't buy it at first, say something that it can buy. Like, I'm working on myself. Like, I'm becoming better every day. I'm working on myself. I'm working to be more confident. I'm getting better with women every day that I do this. What guy can do this? Guys are on TikTok in their bed. They're not really doing shit compared to what I'm doing, where I'm out here. I'm working on myself, I'm working on my social skills, and I'm getting better results through that. So talk to yourself and try to reframe negative thoughts towards that positive direction. Like, if you catch yourself saying like, I'm why would she like me? Or like, I'm scared. Be like, I'm excited. Or like, she might not like me at first, but she'll like me eventually, the more that she hangs out with me. So reframe like negative thoughts that come up. And another thing that helps with this, I keep going on this mindset thing, but another thing that helps with this is meditation. So if you meditate, you're able to clearly catch those thoughts. Like, the moment they come up, you'll be like, oh, did I just have like a negative thought? Let me reframe that really quick. And like, hopefully that doesn't happen next time. But meditation, you'll be more aware of your thoughts, essentially. So try that out and try to reframe your thoughts and work towards having better positive self-talk. Cool. What are we talking about? Okay, the hook. Basically get her emotionally engaged in the conversation. This is the hook. How do you do it? You say things that are like polarizing or relevant to her, and you'll know that she's hooked when she makes a decision to keep you there, essentially by like asking you questions a good way, by like laughing, by reacting to you emotionally. So how do you hook? Relevance. So relevant things are good. Like, you have a brown skirt, it looks kind of like a hippo. I don't know. Like, the color matches the hip. It's like brown, purple. Where'd you get that? Like, is that from like the safari, like in Africa? I have no idea what I'm talking about, but relevant things essentially are like that. So like, you're matching like black and white. It's sort of like a zebra as well. Did you also get that in the safari? Again, no idea what I'm talking about, but relevant things, right? Like, you know, if she's wearing stuff, point it out. If she's doing something, point it out. It's all relevant to her. So rather than saying like, talking about random subjects, like, you know, there's trees and like they're green. Sometimes like, you know, they change colors in like different seasons. She's gonna be like, what the fuck? Like that is not relevant to me. I don't care about that. So if you talk about like her outfit, it's like she cares about that more. It's relevant. Okay, so that's how you get a better chance of a hook. And then we're gonna go over a little bit more about rambling stuff. And then once she asks you a question, she's like, yeah, I did get this like in Africa actually, like on a safari. How'd you know that? And she like asks you a question, you pretty much got the hook and you're like in the conversation, and then you can like chill. Okay, just chill out, have like a normal conversation, just be like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool that you got that on a safari in Africa. I've never been to Africa. So normal conversation mode, right? Cool. Words, ideally words, I typically just go, you know, if you guys see my videos, I'll just be like, you're kind of cute, or like you have like a cute look. You have like a nice look. I'm curious about you. I wanted to find out more. Like, you seem interesting. Like, well, what's going on with you? Or like sometimes I'll just be like indirect, like, you have like the same shoes as me. Like, are you going this way? You know, watch out for the cars over there and shit. So those are the words I typically use, and you'll see that it's like more indirect. I'm not like, you're fucking hot. Like, what's your number? Okay, cool. And then just ramble. So here's other options for the open. Ramble. If she's not hooking, sometimes what I'll do is I'll literally just ramble about stuff. As you see me talk about the safari stuff, I'll be like, I just moved over here to Bangkok. I just got like a new apartment. It's pretty sweet actually. It's like smaller than my bedroom actually at home, but it's kind of got like everything I need. I love like the wooden finish on the inside of it. The balcony is super small though. The balcony is actually like 1 foot long. I have to like fit. I have to go like this when I stand on the balcony. So I just kind of never go out there. Anyway, so that's like rambling, right? It's just literally rambling about anything. And you can do that on an open. If she's like ignoring you and she's like it's not really working out, just start talking and see if she hooks on something. Another thing, a better way to ramble is ramble high value frames. So you want to be like, you know, you're kind of interesting. You seem like you could be cool, although I'm not sure about you because you have like the craziest outfit I think I've seen today with, you know, the zebra fit. I'm just not sure about you. It's like you want to get hunted down by like a cheetah or something. Was that what you were aiming for? You were trying to get like hunted? All right, yeah, I don't know if this can work. I don't know if I like girls who want to be hunted. That's kind of crazy. So high value, it's kind of like pushing her away a little bit. But high value rambling is like just framing that you're like finding out about her, like you're cooler than her, and you're just like stating your opinions, not giving a fuck, and just yeah, opinions, emotion, pushing her away, framing that you're finding, like you're curious about her, you're not sold on her. Yeah, high value frames rambling. Let me know if that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't, but all good. Okay, push pull. I love you, but I hate you. Hey, excuse me. I love your outfit. At the same time, it's kind of scary. You look goth. Like, I don't know if I should be scared. But it's okay though. You seem kind of cute, like nerdy at the same time. So push pull is good. Walk up, say the first thing you notice about her, and then say the opposite. If it's a positive, say a negative. If it's a negative, say a positive right after. It's good because you can you can give compliments and then you can like take it away, so you don't give all your power away, and your intentions are not 100% clear on a push pull. Same sort of thing as I was talking about with degrees of directness. When you do that, she's still like guessing, does he like me? Does he not like me? Okay, find out and frame. Value. Okay, cool. So after the open, we're gonna go into finding out and framing is essentially what I call it. This can be thought of as like the middle game of the interaction. Basically everything after the open and everything before like your closing. So formats that I like to use for this part is, I mean, essentially the goal here is value. We want to convey value. I mean, that's the goal of any time we're talking to a girl, essentially, like pretty much the majority, but value, right? So how do we do it? Question, answer, tease. So we ask a question, we get an answer. I can't believe you just said that. I gotta run. Like, I don't know if we can be friends. You're scary. Like, that's the craziest answer I've ever heard. What makes you say that? Like, question, answer, tease. So question, answer, what, like, you're from Georgia? What? That's weird. So push her away, and essentially is tease. Question, answer, I love, I hate. Ask a question, get an answer, I love Georgia. Question, answer, I'm from Georgia, I hate Georgia. So you're just getting some emotion, right? Like, I hate, I love. Try saying those things rather than, okay, oh, you're from Georgia? Cool. Very cool. That's cool. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Oh, you have a shirt, you have like a zebra shirt? Cool. Okay, cool. I just avoid the okay, cool. Like, that's every guy's default on this section, on this middle part. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. I hate it. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I love that. Get some emotion. Okay. And then another thing here is some guys will go too far into like the teasing. They'll be like just joking around constantly, like, and then they're like, oh, what's your number? You want to convey some information about yourself here as well. So like, give them an idea that you are a real person. You're not just like a pickup artist running around picking up chicks all the time. Like, just literally basic information. You guys know how to do this. This is what we're trained to do as humans. I'm just literally small talk, boring information. I just moved over here. Like, I'm going to this school. Like, I just started working at XYZ place. Yeah, I just been here like a few years, just kind of new to the area. It's pretty cool though. It's got like a nice, I really like the skyline of the city at night. And then the weather's absolutely perfect. So literally just like small talk, like, who are you? Essentially, like, what do you do? Are you just a random funny guy walking around picking up chicks? Or are you like an actual human? So yeah, maybe I should put that here. Facts. You guys need some facts in there. And then mindset is essentially just like finding out, is like this. Like, this is the mindset. Find out and frame. So like, we're finding out if she's cool. Like, a lot of guys will be like, let me prove that I'm cool. This part is not that. This part is, let me find out and see if she's actually cool. See if she's someone that I want to get to know more. Cool. Okay, the close. Absolutely critical piece of information here. How do you close? Logistics. Think about what type of close you want to do. So is it going to be an instant date where you can just take her to get a coffee right now? Is she busy right now? What type of logistics does she have? Is she headed to class? Is she headed to work? Is she literally about to jump on a train? So think about that a little bit and be like, can I possibly do an instant date? If you can and you have time, 100% an instant date is the best close that you can do. That's your highest percent close, the most likely to see her again. If you're getting the number to get a date, why not just do the date right now if you can? So try for the instant date if you can. If not, then you want to get a number. So yeah, I mean, those are the two closes essentially. So I mean, if you're doing night game, like, you can probably maybe just pull or something like that. But those are like typically the two closes. So yeah, type of close, qualify. Okay, and then my format for closing is qualify. So you're actually kind of cool. You can fake qualify if she actually didn't qualify to you at all. So you can be like, you're kind of cool actually. Like, you seem smart, or like just based on behaviors that she's displayed during your conversation, during your finding out phase, you want to force her to qualify, which is, you're kind of cool, or like, you seem smart, you seem intelligent, you seem kind of funny. If you haven't asked her to qualify and she's qualified, so you can ask her to qualify. This is like a more in-depth video like on qualification, but I don't know if I should go over everything here. Okay, I'll just go over like asking her to qualify. So like, at some point you can ask her to qualify while you guys are talking. Be like, oh, it's interesting. Wait, you seem like, are you like adventurous? Do you like to get out at all? And she's like, yeah, I do. I love to get out. I like to go to XYZ place. Like, oh, sweet. That's actually kind of cool. So that's you asking her to qualify. She's qualified. And then you can ask her also small qualifiers like, do you work out? Oh, do you like pizza? Do you like to cook? What do you like to do? Oh, I don't like that so much. What else do you like to do? Oh, I like that. That's cool. So that's asking her to qualify, like asking about behaviors that you actually want a girl to have. Cool. That's a simple way to do it. Ask her to qualify. You want to make sure that you're in like a good spot if you're gonna straight up ask her like, you seem cute and everything, but like what's cool about you? Like what do? You want to make sure that you're like in a good spot if you're asking these questions. And by in a good spot, I mean like she perceives you as cool, because like when people perceive other people as cool, they're more willing to qualify themselves to that person. So if you open and you ask a random chick to just start qualifying themselves without any of this, she will be like, what are you talking about? No, like I don't know you. But if you've done a good job opening, you've done a good job like finding out, conveying value, framing, then she thinks you're pretty cool at this point. You know, you've joked around, you've just displayed you're a real human, and you have like a good amount of value. Then she's potentially more willing to qualify to you. Cool. Okay. Now, if you've forgotten about this, which is fine, you can force her to qualify with what I just said. You're kind of cool, actually, or like, you know, you seem kind of smart. You seem like you're pretty health conscious, like you take care of yourself. I like that. So that's fake qualify. And then suggest plans. I was getting some questions about this. Suggest plans is, how do you feel about coffee? How do you feel about a smoothie? How do you feel about XYZ activity? How do you feel about a drink with a cute boy at some point when you're not doing a relevant thing that she's doing? Then she's like, yeah, you know, coffee does sound kind of interesting when I'm not doing XYZ thing. And then you go, cool. What's your number? That's the close. That's the close. So qualify, suggest plans, close. Very easy. So you seem kind of cool. How do you feel about a drink sometime with a cute boy? Cool. What's your number? Very easy. That's the close. Check. Now you've gotten the number. So text. Now we have her number. We need to text her information in order to get her on a date. We need to get her on a date now. We need to use the phone. This is the old iPhone. We need to use the phone to only get her out on a date. The phone is not for sending memes. It's not for sending reels back and forth all night. It's not for FaceTiming for hours. It's not for texting back and forth for weeks without meeting up. The phone is for dates. It's for getting dates with girls. That's what the phone is for. Okay, so how do we do it? Frame-based texting is a good idea. So all your texts are coming from the right frame, that you are higher value, and that you know how to escalate. But more specifically, how to make all your frames and all your texts and everything easy and well received and good. We make them relevant to her. So an example of this is, what are you up to this week? That is not as relevant as, what are you up to this week aside from failing in Pilates class? If she's told you about like a time that she went to Pilates class and like fell over or something, that could be highly relevant. So tie like almost 100% of your texts, I would just say 100% of your texts, tie them to relevance. Just just tie some sort of joke to them that you know is relevant to her and that she cares about. So what are you up to this week besides XYZ? How do you feel about XYZ thing that she does, that you know that she does? Or are you already doing that too much already? So tie anything to relevance. And essentially I just on a cold approach, once I get a number, I'll send like my name. And then I'll send like nice meeting you if she doesn't reply later. Smiley face. Usually I'll get a reply on that. And then I'll just be like, what are you up to this week besides XYZ activity? And then she's like, no, nothing. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I just like send a picture or whatever. And then I'm like, have you ever been to like this place? And then I'm like, cool. No, I don't know. And then just sort of like planning the day from there. Like, what are you up to like Thursday? Anything interesting? Like, cool. How do you feel about like meeting up that day? Or like, how do you feel about a coffee? And then you start nailing down the date one variable at a time. So like, a lot of guys will send one big closing text, and they'll get a number, and then they'll be like, let's do X steakhouse 5 p.m. Saturday. Sound good? And the girl's like, no. Like, no, none of that sounds good. So what you want to do is just one variable at a time, like work your way into starting to plan it by just like, oh, what are you up to? Like, send a funny picture, like a little bit of rapport, and then start being like, okay, cool. Like, what does your week look like besides funny joke, besides relevant joke? And then start nailing it down. Like, okay, cool. Do you like steak? Oh, interesting. Okay. Are you free? You're free Friday, right? Okay, cool. How do you feel about steak Friday with charming boy? Yes. Much easier that way. And then, yeah, I wouldn't schedule the date out too much. So schedule it out like as quickly as possible would be my best advice. But if she's like, yeah, I have to do a week from now, then you have to do a week from now. But I would try to do it like literally that day or that next day or the day after. Because, you know, who knows what happens. She forgets about you. Her ex texts her, something happens. So schedule these dates as soon as possible. You want to get them in. All right, the date. Let's get into it. Logistics for the date. You want to go to a bar. You want to go to a coffee shop. You want to go to a food shop. Somewhere at night is the best logistics. I mean, ideally, me personally, I'll do a drink around 6, 7 p.m., like one drink or two drinks. And that is my ideal for first date logistics. And actually, in terms of like venue, location, the closer to you is better. Meeting in the middle is not good because then you guys go your separate ways. Meeting near her place is not good. Well, it's better than the middle, but she has control over like the door essentially. And like she knows her place better. She knows the logistics by her place better. So she has like an advantage over you. So if you could go near your place, some place near your place is probably better. Not right across the street because that is weird. Maybe somewhere kind of close to your place that is plausible, makes sense. Venue, yeah. Okay, time, I go evening, so like 5, 6, 7 p.m. ish, typically, because those are like, because I want my dates to end in the best possible way, as in like pulling and sleeping with the girl, and like the best possible chance for that would be an evening date versus a date in the middle of the day. Is it possible to pull a daytime date? Yeah. Is it likely? Is it more likely than night? No. Dates at night are much more likely to go all the way. Cool. The goal of the date, yes, like we just talked about, is to get laid. Most of the time. Some guys aren't down for that, which is fine. But the way that I see it, getting laid is like the best possible end to a date. Like girls like to, I don't know if I can say this word on YouTube, like I don't know if I can say sex on YouTube, but girls like that. And and they want to get there. They just don't want to appear to be an SLUT. So what you want to do is like make it easy for them. Like make it work out. Make it make sense, make it so that it's natural and simple and that it just happens, basically. You don't want it to be like this strategic thing where like it clearly was like planned all along. You just want to have it seem be like feasible, like I gotta get up early, but you can come like check it out really quick, but I do have to kick you out. I got work early. And then it just kind of happens, right? Okay. As for the story of the date, so you're telling a story the whole time on the date. My go-to is that I wasn't sure about her at first. I started to like her, and then I ended up actually liking her, and then I pulled, and we got laid. So that's like the progression, and then she can feel your energy, and that she's like starting to win you over throughout the course of the day, and then she ends up liking you a lot, or you end up liking her a lot, essentially by the end of the date. So that's like the story and the progression of the date. There's a lot more specifics on like how that works, but you can actually convey those 3 ideas just to her face. You can be like, you can say those things straight to her. Like now I wasn't sure about you at first. Like I thought you were like a dork, to be honest. I thought you were kind of weird, but you're kind of don't let it get so much to your head. But like you're not bad. Like I got to just come out and say like you're not the worst person ever. And then by the end of the day, like after you guys like kiss or something, you'd be like, you're cooler than I thought. Like, you're kind of cool. I don't mind you. So that's like and then you can like at the beginning you can adjust your energy, be like just kind of chill, don't invest a whole lot, and then she can sort of like, she's very unsure at the start if you like her or not. So that's how you build the progression sort of over the start of the date or over the date. I'm not gonna hit on escalation a whole lot, but essentially like you have to kiss her in order to sleep with her, and you have to sleep with her in order to become boyfriend and girlfriend, or to become like wife and husband essentially. So you have to kiss her. You can go for it if you want. I would probably say it's potentially safer to, I mean, you just want to feel it out. Like sometimes you want to kiss like before you get to your place, sometimes after, but definitely feel it out. And if she doesn't kiss you, still try to pull. A lot of guys will give up after like a failed kiss attempt. They'll just be like, like it's over, like have a good night. Like not really, like you can still pull and you can still make everything go down even if the kiss doesn't work on the first try. Ways to kiss, you can ask as well, like you want to, like I can, like you could, like what would you do if I kissed you, or like you clearly want me to kiss you right now, or just can I kiss you, and then just go for it, or you can just go for it straight without any asking if like the moment's right and like there's a pause, a lull in the conversation. So those are like a little bit of ways to escalate. Just, you know, touch her as well. So like be touching throughout the date. Not too much, but just let her know like you have a penis and like you're not scared of touching her essentially. Let's talk about pulling. So during the date we want to seed the pull. So how do we do that? Do you like music? Oh wait, what do you like? Do you have like board games? Do you like to play Uno? Oh, I have like this whiteboard actually. I have like this thing. We can play like tic-tac-toe on it. Do you like tic-tac-toe? Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. I have this big ass whiteboard actually. I just got it. We could totally play like some mean tic-tac-toe on it. So that's seeding. It's giving her the idea that there's some fun activity at your place that's not sex. So that's seeding the pull. And and you have to seed on ideas that are not sex. Right? You have to be like music. Ones that I pull on a lot are like music, wine, a view, you know, like balcony maybe, or just some view or something like that. Yeah, those are like typically my go-tos. Sometimes I'm just like, let's go, and like just no seating essentially. We'll talk about that. Okay, and then frame it as a win for her. Oh, my pen's dying. Frame it as a win. So how do you do that? Afterwards, a little bit after you've seated and she has an idea that there's some activity at your place, then you want to frame it as a win for her. So like, I'll show you, but you have to be cool. I'll show you the place, but like you're actually, you know, you're starting to like, I actually don't mind you so much. I'll show you this cool place, but like you have to promise to like not embarrass me. I have roommates. Can you do that? Cool. Now getting pulled is a win for her. She's earned it, but she's not 100% earned it yet. She still has to play her cards right, essentially. Qualify. Like you can be quiet. Okay, cool. You have to promise like you're pretty cool, but you have to promise to like don't freak out if I take you. Can you keep your cool? She's like, yeah, I can be cool. I can be chill. You can be quiet. Okay, sweet. Okay, awesome. All right, I'll show you. Let's go. And then lead. So let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Grab the hand. Walking. Let's go. Or just be assumptive. Like, okay, cool. I just called the car. Or like, you know, make sure the logistics are obviously ironed out before this. But yeah, just be assumptive. Let's go. That's it. And then just walk her straight into your place. And then good things happen. So that's a cold approach strategy, unpatched for 2025. If you've enjoyed the video, click the link below to schedule a strategy call with me. Thank you for watching.